Cheers, Dom.
Right, everybody. So we're live here now. Emmett was to come, but he can't make it. He's watching Papa Pig with the children. So, right. So there's the there. So we're doing this is an open individual draw. So what that basically means is everybody's getting entered into it. It doesn't affect the divisional individuals. So this is something that we're doing as an extra competition. If you don't turn up on the night, you don't have to enter it. If you do turn up on the night, you pay £3 to go ahead, and that's the way it will work. Venues and dates will be given to you later, and effectively your name's not called out here. Do let me know, but we know there's names not going to be called out here that will be added in. So that's really the way it works, and we're going to try and leave it the venues close to each other. So we'll add this in, and hopefully you can see it. So we get straight in since there's so many of these to do. So we're starting off there with this group. I'm going to draw one out, and you get ready to record it down. And make sure to remove the name when I'm doing it. So Thomas Dooley. Play Marty O'Callaghan. Mickey O'Hanlon. Play Richie Taylor. Ian Trimble. We'll play Sean James McTaggart. Joseph McTaggart. We'll play Christopher Shields. Tell me if I'm going too far.
No, yeah.
Philip Glass. We'll play Paddy Lavelle. Seamus Toner. We'll play Jack Beattie. Paul Taylor. We'll play Callum McParland. That's from White Cross. Jason Gorman. We'll play Daniel Carey. Which means that Gary Cowan. will play Gavin Malone. So if you just want to go back over that while I just sort this next bit out.
Marty O'Callaghan plays Thomas Dooley. Mickey O'Hanlon versus Richie Taylor. Sean James McTaggart versus Ian Trimble. Joseph McTaggart versus Christopher Shields. Paddy Lavelle versus Philip Glass. Seamus Toner versus Jack Beattie. Callum McParlin versus Paul Taylor. Jason Gorman versus Daniel Carey. And Gavin Malone versus Gary Kern.
Okay. So we're ready to go again.
Yep.
So, Clive Whelan. Play Niall Collins. Niall O'Hare. We play Shane Murphy. Pat Quinn. We'll play John Mathers. Martin Cameron. We'll play Paddy McCann. Kevin Crilly. We'll play Thomas McGuinness. John Mackin. We'll play Sheila Johnson. Kevin Hamill. We'll play Pete Donnelly. Dominic Donnelly. We'll just have Stephen on live here. Right, what did they do that? Was that who was that last one?
Dominic
Donnelly.
Is he the first one out?
Yeah.
Yes.
We play Mao, that's the Chinese chef.
The way you say it, that's
No, no. Kieran Johnson. play one of these two. We'll play Darren Mackin. And you hold over Jack Murphy. Kevin and Liam, just hold over Jack Murphy, right?
Okay.
So again, let me just see to take this off the screen, remove it. You can call that out like the next one's ready.
You want to go, Kevin?
Right. Clive Whelan versus Nell Collins. Nell O'Hare versus John Mothers.
No, Shane Murphy.
Or Shane Murphy, yeah. Pat Quinn versus Jay Mothers. M.
Yeah.
Cameron versus P. McCann. Kay Crilly versus Tom McGuinness. John Mackin versus Sheila Johnson. Kevin Hommel versus Pete Donnelly. D. Donnelly versus Mao, the Chinese chef. T. Johnson versus D. Mackin. And Jack Murphy's there. The lone wolf.
Right, so ready to go again, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Again, you'll have some short here in this, so but anyway, here we go. Cormac O'Hanlon. We play Sean O'Hare. Shea Carraher. We play Shane Holland. Peter Wynn. We'll play Michael Gorman. Ethan Keenan. We play Jason McCormick. Mark Hilliard. We'll play Owen Ryan. Connor White. We'll play James McKay. It's McKay, isn't it?
McKee, yeah.
Eamon Murta. We'll play Lee O'Hare. Which means that Callum Williams. We'll play Paddy Farr. And that means that Jordan, put down Jordan Trainer, will play Joe Dunn.
Jordan trainer will play who?
I'll tell you now, Joe Dunn will play Jordan trainer. Both from the same team, actually.
Yeah.
Right, so that's that one. So if you just want to just do that now, the next
Cormac O'Hanlon versus Sean O'Hare, Shane Holland versus Shea Carragher, Peter Wynn versus Micheál Gorman, Jason McCormick versus Ethan Keenan, Mark Hillard versus Owen Ryan, James McKee versus Connor White, Eamon Murter versus Lee O'Hare, Paddy Ford versus Callum Williams, and Jordan Taylor versus Joe Dunn.
100%. Ready to go again.
Yep.
So there's 10 and 10. So this should be.
That's a bad cough you have.
Still good to back. Yapping.
Chris Shields. The Ronnie Poocher. Stephen Sherry.
Superstar.
The Barry Hart. Niall Hart. The Jimmy O'Hare. Jared Poocher. The Sean Anderson. Adam Rowntree. The Jason McClory. Andrew Chan. The Chris McCormick. Harrison McQuillan. The Lee McAlinton. There's one's just asked me where this draw is, you see, because it's not up here. So let me just do that. And you remember where we're at there, yeah?
Yep.
Let me just see here. I'll just put it in the group. Let's see, where am I? Home. Well, we should be live here. I know, there we're there. Let's see, share. Copy link. And hopefully we'll be able to put it on in the group. So, is that what was the last call out? The last one there.
Lee McAlinden.
So is he the first one out?
Second
No.
one out.
I need to know.
H. McQuillan versus L. McAlinden.
Right. So it's the second one out. Mark McGuire. First, Barney O'Connor. Sean Downey. First, Mark Pentney. Which means that Malachy McGuire will play Ryan McAllister. Somebody wants to do that one again.
Right. C. Shields versus R. Poocher. S. Sherry versus B. Hart. N. Hart versus J. O'Hare.
Pick up Cab.
G. Poocher versus S. Anderson. A. Roundtree versus J. McClory. A. Chan versus C. McCormick. H. McQuillan versus L. McAlinden. M. McGuire versus B. O'Connor. S. Downey versus Mark Pantney. And Malachy McGuire versus R. McAllister.
Right. Ready to go here, yeah?
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. Here we go. Pat McClanahan. First, Michael McGuigan.
Oh.
Paddy McLaughlin. V. J.P. Lennon. Richard Fletcher. V. Sean Meehan. Kieran Carr. V. Chris O'Hare. Kevin Lennon. V. Noel Valley. Marion Meehan. V. Chris Fletcher. Francie Dinsmore or Dinsdale. play Ross Cleverton. Liam Turley will play Simon Bradley.
Yeah.
Which means that Jerry Finnegan will play Rory O'Neill. Jerry Finnegan will play Rory O'Neill.
Right. Pat McClanagan versus Michael McGuigan. JP Lennon versus Paddy McLaughlin. Richard Fletcher versus Sean Meehan. Chris O'Hare versus Kieran Kior. Kevin Lennon versus Noel Vallardy. Chris Fletcher versus Maureen Meehan. Francie Dinsdale versus Ross Cleverton. Simon Bradley versus Liam Turley. And Jerry Finnegan versus Rory O'Neill.
Okay, agreed, Kevin, yeah?
Yes.
So now we go here. Let's see. Yeah, ready to go. Daniel McGuigan. We played Tommy Rooney. Hot Dog, Anthony Morgan. We play Pat Byrne. Adrian O'Hagan. We play Stevie Nodes. Drew Maudsley. We play Bud Flanagan.
No.
Liam Bradley. Let me see who's left for Liam Bradley. Remy now, David Brown, Emily Parn.
Anyone, not matter.
Will not matter. Martin Pollock. Danny Harper. Played Diddles McCardle. Noel Bradley. We'll play Davy Brennan. Emmett Orland. We'll play Stephen Gilbreth. Paul McAreevy. Will play Remy Lochran.
Okay. Daniel McGuigan.
Hold on.
Sorry. Okay.
Donny, Jared McGuigan will play, and Jared McGuigan play that man that signed today, Ian McGill.
Ian McGill.
Yeah.
Right. Daniel McGuigan versus Tommy Rooney. Anthony Morgan versus Pat Burns. Adrian O'Hanlon versus Stevie Nodes. Drew Maudsley versus Damien Flanagan. Liam Bradley versus Martin Pollock. Donny Harper versus Damien McCardle. Noel Bradley versus David Brennan. Emma McParland versus Stephen Kilbreth. Paul McAreevy versus Raymond Lochran. And Jared McGuigan versus Ian McGill.
Adrian O'Hagan, yeah.
Dusty O'Hagan.
Yeah.
Oh, Dusty.
Check this. Right. Barry Boyle. First, John Anderson. Mark Byrne. First, Mark Smith. Jim Bradley. That's actually changed the name today, so just take a wee note of that. Whoever the Captain Paddy changed.
It's Willie Anderson, isn't it?
Yeah, Willie. I don't think it's Anderson.
Willie. What do you call him? Willie. It's Willie.
Willie
Just write
Keys.
down Willie. Yeah, that was the
No,
first
not
one out
Willie
there,
Keys.
was it?
Yeah, Jim
That was
Bradley's
the
first
first
one out.
one out. No, John Lennon, it's your boy Willie. He used to play for the CWC
No,
last
sorry,
year.
but Liam, I need to do. Was that the first one out?
Yes.
Yeah,
So I have to go to see the other team,
Yes.
yeah.
right?
Willie Andrews.
John Patrick Dara. Joe Byrne. Sorry, Joe Byrne.
Joe Byrne.
Joe Byrne. You got that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Willie Andrews, Joe Byrne.
Adrian Holman. First, Michal Mackel. Paddy Crimmins. First, Evan McGuinness. Teddy Heaney. First, Ben McClory. Jared Grogan. versus Adam Hines. Aidan Gorman versus Remy Flynn. Gary Boyle now versus John Patrick Dara. That leaves Keelan Finnegan v Darren Carroll. Keelan Finnegan v Darren Carroll.
Right, that's Barry Boyle versus John Anderson, Mark Smith versus Mark Byrne, Willie Andrews versus Joe Byrne, Micheál Magel versus Adrian Holman, Paddy Crimmins versus Evan McGuinness, Ben McClory versus Eddie Heaney, Jared Grogan versus Adam Hines, Remy Flynn versus Adrian Gorman, is it? Yeah. Gary Boyle versus JP Dara, and Darren Carroll versus Keelan Finnegan.
Right. And this here, that's Mark Doherty, not Mark Monaghan, so I just need to change that to Mark Doherty. And he's Jimmy Guinness. And who else? Ryan McSorley. Right, so this is, oh, sorry, it should have been put on the screen. Right, so that's the first one here. It's Jig Street team. So we've got Brian Kerr.
Yep.
First, Mark McElhern. Eamon McGee.
Who?
Eamon McGee. First, Mark Doherty. Jamie McGuinness. B. Joe Devlin. Gabriel Larmer. First, Mark Hughes. Kieran Hughes with a C. V. Frank Parr. Neil McGuigan. Fi Ryan McSorley. Kim Turley. Fi Caleb McGee. Yosser Hughes. Fi Ashley Hunter. That means that Jay Johnston plays Liam Kelly.
Jay Johnson.
Johnston is what it's wrote. I'll have to check the spelling. Johnston is playing Liam Kelly.
Right. Brian Carr versus Mark McElhern. Eamon McKee versus Mark Doherty. Jimmy McGuinness versus Joe Devlin. Gabriel Lormer versus Mark Hughes. Kieran Hughes versus Frank Parr. Neil McGuigan versus Ryan McSorley. Kim Torley versus Kellen McGee. Yosser Hughes versus Ashley Hunter. And Jay Johnston versus Liam Kelly.
All right.
He's
all right to go again.
Yeah. Must be halfway now,
So we're past it, I think. Anthony O'Hanlon. First, Chris Cunningham. Kieran Loughran. Fi Sean Pantney. Shane Durnan.
the fastest man in Europe.
Only by a couple of seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't that far away.
No.
Fi Rory White. I'm sure she had more than one go at it.
He had about 10.
10, you mad? He had at least 30. I was sitting there watching it.
I had one half practice at the end of my go. Here, that was Shane versus
Really?
So we're starting again, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hugh McGrath. Fi Sean Hughes. Holly McCann, 50s. The Paul Campbell. Kevin Morrissey. The Gareth Trainer. Aidan Griffin. V. Shea Campbell. John Allen. V. James Delahunt. Shane McCann. V. Aidan Donnelly. I just keep Martin Allen to the side. Martin Allen. Yeah?
Yep.
Go ahead, somebody there.
Right. Chris Cunningham versus Anthony O'Hanlon. Keelan Lochran versus Sean Pantney. Rory White versus Shane Dornan. Hugh McGrath versus Sean Hughes. Paul Campbell versus Colin McCann. Kevin Morrissey versus Gareth Trainer. Shea Campbell versus Aidan Griffin. John Allen versus James Delahunt. Aidan Donnelly versus Shane McCann. And Martin Allen is left to the side for now.
Right. Let me see now. Keelan Moran's out of this one, isn't he? Who was in place of Keelan Moran?
For McCalvin, I haven't had anyone in.
I have somebody in. Let me see. Keelan Moran was already with somebody.
He was with McGuigan's or McGuigan's A.
Right, he's out there. Pierce Casey. And who's the other fella's called? There's no Barry Hart. We already had that. Barry Hart's with McCoy's, isn't he?
Yep.
Right, so we've got Bird and Calvin. Right, you ready? We'll start
Yes.
ladder then. We're nearly there. Ralph Crummy. Versus Anthony Pantney. Karen McGuinness. V. Paul Murphy. Connor Heaney. V. Matthew Cragen. Mickey McClellan. V. Gary Justin. Yuan Muhammad.
What?
Yuan. That's Yuan. You know Yuan. Yuan.
Yeah.
Yuan Muhammad V. Rory O'Reilly. That should be Ronnie O'Reilly.
Yeah, Ronnie O'Reilly.
Ronnie O'Reilly. Pierce Casey. First Shimmy Keenan. Neil Heaney. The Joe Poocher. Paul McKeown. The Aaron O'Callaghan.
Ralph Crumley versus Anthony
At least
Pantney.
Brian Devlin. Brian Devlin.
Right. Ralph Crumley versus Anthony Pantney. Charles McGuinness versus Paul Murphy. Conor Heaney versus Matthew Cregan. Mickey McClellan versus Gary Justin. Juan Mohammed versus Rory O'Reilly. Pierce Casey versus Seamus Keenan. Neil Heaney versus Joe Poocher. Paul McKeown versus Aaron O'Callaghan. And Brian Devlin's left on the side.
Okay. Here we go. Kevin McGee.
Huh? What'd you guess?
The Brenton McCabe. Shane McVeary. The Willie Brown. Cahill McCoy. The Eugene McKibben. Darrell Hammond's now replaced by
Austin Kilbraith, you said, is it?
Austin Gilbreth, yeah. Austin Gilbreth. The Mark Curley. Jimmy McVeary. First, Paddy Smith. Tiernan Casey. The Tucker Hughes. Sean Murray. V. Declan McGee. John McGee. V. Eamon Farrell. Oren Keenan. V. Micheál McCartney. Which leaves Keelan Marn versus Shamie McVary. Keelan Marn versus Shamie McVary.
Kevin McGee versus Brenton McCabe. Willie Brown versus Shane McVary. Cal McCoy versus Eugene McKibben. Mark Perry versus Austin Kilbraith. Jimmy McVary versus Paddy Smith. Tucker Hughes versus Tiernan Casey. Sean Murray versus Declan McGee. Eamon Farrell versus John McGee. Oren Keenan versus Micheál McCartney. And Seamus McVary versus Keelan Moore.
Right, okay. We're nearly there. Bear with, only a couple to go. Shane Feehan. Versus Paddy Clark. Jamie Lavelle. V. Frank McCardle. Conor Dullahan. V. Martin McVeigh. Johnny McCreish. V. Paul Bruin.
Who's that?
Paul Bruin. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Eamon McCormick. V. Harvey Lavelle. Stephen Rooney. Stephen Rooney. V. Ross Mulpeter.
Spell it.
Mulpeter.
Ross Mulpeter.
Richie McGee. The James Toner. Paul Kelly. The Peter O'Hagan. Darren Devlin. The Tommy Lavelle.
Yeah.
And that leaves Adam Aziz. Adam Aziz.
Right, you have Shane Feehan versus Paddy Clark, Jamie Lavelle versus Frank McCardle, Conor Dollahan versus Martin McVeigh, Johnny McCreesh versus Paul Bruin, Eamon McCormick versus Harvey Lavelle, Stephen Rooney versus Ross Peter, Richie McGee versus James Toner, Paul Kelly versus Peter O'Hagan, Darren Devlin versus Tommy Lavelle, and Adam Aziz on the side.
Okay. So we'll have that now, right? Ready to go?
Yeah.
I'll use my all broken hand.
Kieran McMahon. First, Barry McManus. Mark Shavlin. The Gary Conley. Now McVary. The Anthony Reynolds. Kevin Kelly. The Lawrence McAlinton. Marty Conroy. The Shane McNamee. Emmett Fern. The Trusty Board. Manny Byrne. The John Daly. John Lindsay. The Marcel Cusa. Colleen McCann, CWCA. The D. Kearney. Means that Terry Kane plays Shawnee McCardle. Terry Kane plays Shawnee McCardle.
Kieran McMahon versus Barry McManus. Gary Conley versus Mark Shevlin. Niall McVeary versus Anthony Reynolds. Larry McAlinden versus Kevin Kelly. Martin Conray versus Shane McInamee. Kristen Bourne versus Emmett Fern. Monty Bourne versus John Daly. Marcel Cusa versus John Lindsay. Colin McCann versus Damien Kearney. And Sean McCardle versus Terry Kane.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Last one, is it?
Yeah, I'll write this one with my foot.
Yeah.
Trying to think who the two teams are. I think one of them's trainers.
Ballyholland.
Trainers Ballyholland.
Right. Here we go. Let me see. Paul Hughes. The Brenton Keenan. Stephen, I'm on the live stream doing the draw.
Oh, I thought that was over, Carl. Sorry.
No, we're still on it.
Oh, right. I just seen my name up on the news. It was playing. I didn't know you were still going.
We're still on it here. I'll ring you back. So that was who? Pierce Lockern. What was that last one?
Pierce Lockern.
How about, is it a full?
First.
Full draw. First
That's
one.
the first one.
Yeah. These are trainers.
Tommy Mooney. Keelan McParlin. The Colin Shields. Jack Murda. The Paddy Beggs. I bet you. Hold on. Yeah, Paddy Beggs. Declan McMahon. The Robbie White. Jared McAvoy. The Paddy Tabby. Mark McSherry. Fi Gibby Fetty Ankle. Gibby Fetty Ankle.
Fun spelling, us.
Niall McQuillan. Fi Jack Courtney. Barry McAllister. First Jim McMahon. And that leaves Kieran Hanna yet to be allocated who he'll play. That's them all. I would say that with some of these, there will be a top 32 thing on that night. So some of the 12 fellas that play top 32 will be given the option of going to their top 32, and therefore they'll be replaced by some of the people that were over and some of the people that have signed since, which a draw will be done to see where they're allocated. So we'll work out, we'll let you know the venues and times, etc. like that. The story is that you pay a £3 into it at the time. If you don't turn up, the other person just goes through. There's no cancellations or playing the game at different time. It's all just on that night. No delays, no nothing. So
and Kel, what is it? Best of 3, is
sorry?
it? Best of 3.
Do you want to call that one out there? Just
oh yes, the last one. The last
Paul
one.
Kuhn. Have you got it? Yeah.
Yeah, Paul Hughes versus Brenton Keenan, Pierce Loughlin versus Tommy Mooney, Killian McParlin versus Colm Shields, Jack Mortar versus Paddy Beggs, Daggy McMahon versus Robbie White, Jared McAvoy versus Paddy Talby, Mark McSherry versus Jimmy Vatkinall, Nell McQuillan versus Jack Courtney, Barry McAllister versus Jim McMahon, and Kieran Hannes on the side.
okay. So that boys will get them sent to me and start out and get them up.
Best of what, Cal?
I don't know, it'll be the first two, just something like that there on the night. But again, we'll be looking at it as people start coming forward and saying to me, actually, I'll not be turning up that night or I'm not playing. Because I will be asking when I send these through to people, I'll be saying, if somebody literally is telling me now they're not turning up, that's okay. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can save the other person then not turning up. They'll just go through. So that's it, and get them sent through to me. Yeah, we'll put them all up.